Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to start a Confluence platform, light scheduler, light controller, as well as a petstore application within the IDE so that you can test a scheduler, controller, and the petstore application within the IDE using debug so that you can clearly see the interaction between three different applications. This is for developers like who work on the development on either part of the application. First thing first, we need to start the Confluence platform using Docker Compose. We have a Docker Compose file in Kafka sidecar from a network NT in the organization. So you need to check out Kafka sidecar from GitHub network NT in the organization. Then you can just run Docker Compose up from this directory. There is a Docker Compose file here. I don't want to restart this because it takes a couple of minutes to get everything started. So I'll just show you the command line. You can start yourself. The next step, we're going to start the light scheduler in the IDE because light controller will depending on the light scheduler to schedule the health check tasks. This is a controller. This is a scheduler. So let's start scheduler in the IDE. Before you start this within the IDE, you need to make sure you are using the correct configuration. The configuration, we should use config/local. So this is a local configuration so that we can connect the Confluence platform using localhost. The configuration file is in this config folder. This is a local config. You can take a look at the value.yaml to see what's the configuration for that. The major difference is the server URL and the schema registration URL is different. So let's start it. So now we have the live scheduler started, and you can see we have a stream processing running already. Because there is no scheduled task at this moment, you don't see anything on the console. The next step, we're going to start the controller. Before we start controller, we need to see where we are. We have the config file located. So we are using the config local from controller as well. This is the -d lifeforj config dir. If you look at the configuration for the local, it's here, and the major file is the value.yaml for the controller. Let's get it started. Now we have that controller started listening to 84838. You don't see any output from the console because there's no activity at this moment. The next step, we're going to start the petstore application. Yeah, this is the petstore application. The petstore application, once this is started, it will basically register itself to the controller, and then controller will basically send a message to the light scheduler task definition topic. The task definition topic will be processed by the light scheduler so that it can schedule the health check task every 10 seconds. So let's get this started. We start this petstore application is register itself to the light controller. You can see from the controller, you see the registration information here. And this is indicated it's registered itself already. And when we take a look at the scheduler, you can see the scheduler is start running like for the regular scheduled task. Here, every 10 seconds, you will see this trigger task. This trigger task will be create a task, health check execution task into the controller health check topic on the Kafka. That topic will be subsequently processed by the light controller to run the health check to send a request to the petstore. This will run every 10. This task will be scheduled every 10 seconds. Now let's go to the IDE to see what is on the IDE for the controller. Localhost. This is the IDE connecting to the controller. You can see we have one service here. It's running called the com-network petstore 3.0.1. Once you click here, you can see this is registered IP address as well as port number. You can click here to get health check information to say this is the last time we execute health check. This is the timestamp, and the last failed timestamp is 0. That meaning is never failed. The 20 seconds. That meaning after 120 seconds from the first time failure, it will be service ID. There are also other features like from this interface. You can check the server info for the petstore. You can also change the logging level for the server. This you can query the logging level, change the logging level, so that you can do the debugging on the production server on the fly with a control plane. We also have a Chaos Monkey integrated with all the APIs we built, so that here you can use this interface to trigger the Chaos Monkey attacks. You can kill the application. You can simulate a runtime exception on the petstore application. You can also run out of memory, or just like increase the latency for some of the requests. This will initiate the request, the attack, or you can configure how the assault can be done. So this concludes the current tutorial. We basically start everything in the IDE so that we can debug 3 different applications to see how they interact with each other. Thank you. Bye-bye.